Hello, welcome to Ganyu online comic channel. Remember to subscribe to the channel to watch interesting manhwas. Manhwa, I live-streamed the proposal to the female devil, but it was successful. The flashlight in hand, raised high. Not enough to steady Fagent's nerves. The young police officer rushed in, restraining him. Shouting, "Hey, raise your hands." After apprehending Fagent, he proudly turned to Officer Theo, reporting, "Sir, I caught the suspect." On this side, Officer Theo also prepared his gun, ready to control the suspect. But upon seeing Fagent, he shook his head, letting him go. Perhaps he wasn't the suspect. However, the young police officer persisted. Approaching the drunken man lying on the ground, he began to analyze. Sir, look, the marks on this person's body are just like the previous victims. If it's not him, then who is it? Why is he here?" Just when Fagent didn't know how to answer this question, the drunk man finally woke up. He stood up carefully, then explained to help Fagent. "Officer, he's my lifesaver." Seeing the last witness finally awake, the excited young officer asked, making the man anxious. "Are you still alive? What happened here a moment ago? Do you remember? Do you know? You're the first surviving victim to escape that murderer." The office worker tried to answer each question, but suddenly his body swayed, losing control, and fell straight to the ground. The young police officer protected the live witness, and Officer Yun quickly contacted another department, calling for assistance. At the intersection of 9th Street Alley 9, West City, emergency medical assistance is needed. Officer Theo, still smoking, approached Fagent and asked, "Are you a soul hunter?" "A soul hunter?" Fagent asked back. "You seem to have heard this word before." "Right, Demon Little. It mentioned it earlier. It's an organization that deals with these unusual matters." Fagent thought in his head. Me and Lily might also be targets they want to eliminate. Be careful, it's better. Seeing his confused attitude, Officer Theo continued. "It seems you've never heard of soul hunters, huh? Have you become aware of it from this incident?" All thoughts seemed to be written on Fagent's face. He threw the cigarette away, not surprised at all. The kid is still too young, all thoughts are written on his face. After speaking, Theo handed him his business card. "If you ever need to lie, pay attention to controlling your eyes and expressions." Fagent took the police officer's card. "If you encounter any trouble later, call me." After saying that, he told Fagent to leave to avoid trouble with the police. Dealing with these things requires caution. "Thank you." After saying that, Fagent went towards the dark alley. Looking at Fagent, Theo smiled quietly. This kid is interesting. On a rooftop of a nearby building, the man who stole Lily's hairpin, along with that demon, observed everything. Annoying. Only one person left now. Not only that, the spiritual energy I worked so hard to accumulate earlier was also stolen. The little demon gradually entered his body, just like Lily in Fagent's body. We should go to another city to continue hunting. I will remember today's humiliation. After the demon entered his body, he immediately jumped from a high floor to move to another location. At this moment, Fagent is still crazily chasing the location of Kwang's hairpin. "Can you still feel the location of the hairpin?" Fagent asked. Fagent was still fervently chasing after the location of Lily's hairpin. "Do you still sense your hairpin?" Lily, flying gracefully beside him, quickly responded, "Yes, it's just ahead." This man couldn't have gone far, he must be injured. Only now did Fagent start to wonder about the recent events. "Well, that's good. But it seems like you had the chance to catch that demon earlier, why did it manage to escape?" The answer lied in the middle-aged man from earlier, emitting a strong aura. "I couldn't manifest myself in front of him," Lily confessed. Curious, Fagent further inquired, "So, how does the demon use soul magic to transform?" Lily, sitting on his shoulder, carefully explained, "Soul magic is a powerful form of sorcery that can be countered with soul or spiritual power, but it requires a stronger source of power than the sorcerer. Soul power exists within every human body, but most only tap into it when facing the boundary between life and death, then they can unleash extraordinary strength." Fagent was surprised by Lily's spirited explanation. How do you know all this? Didn't you lose your memory? Lily clarified that it was due to the food they ate that day, which seemed to trigger memories. Fagent realized that Lily's memories would gradually return alongside his physical recovery. However, the recent battle left Fagent with many questions. So, earlier, I couldn't escape because my soul power wasn't enough? Lily shook his head. It wasn't your soul power. The sorcerer, under him enhanced soul power, had likely surpassed it. There's no need to mobilize soul power within the body and release it. Fagent looked at his hands, trying to understand. But how do I release soul power? Lily pondered for a moment. The usual cultivation methods are time-consuming, which isn't feasible in our current situation. Let me think. Ah, I've got it. With that, she transformed himself into a humanoid figure and gently touched Fagent, cautioning, "Don't panic, just a kiss." Lily transported them to a different dimension. Fagent was astonished. Lily say, "This is your subconscious, and also my spiritual world. We've formed a pact. By deepening our connection, I can help you become familiar with using soul power in a short amount of time." Realizing the urgency, Lily didn't elaborate further but immediately proceeded. In less than a minute, both of their clothes disappeared, leaving behind a puzzled Fagent, unsure of what to do next. "What's happening, Lily? Where are our belongings?" Lily, behind him, approached and began to explain. Lily, pressing against Fagent from behind, began to explain how objects could greatly influence the flow of spiritual energy, so they had to be discarded. "Close your eyes and feel the movement of spiritual energy starting from the dantian," Lily instructed. Despite feeling a bit embarrassed, Fagent obediently followed Lily's guidance. As Lily's hand gently touched him, Fagent's body responded smoothly to the direction of the finger movements. They attempted to manipulate spiritual energy, and Fagent, being a quick learner, could already sense the spiritual energy as described by Lily, not only in his subconscious but also emanating powerfully from his body. Fagent slowly opened his eyes flashed yellow light. "Ah, so this is it," he exclaimed, realizing that he could sense his own spiritual energy after Lily's guidance. With a swift kick off the ground, Fagent soared into the air. Lily immediately sensed the whereabouts of the thief who had taken her hairpin. Pointing to the left, she indicated the direction. Having identified the target, Fagent and Lily moved quickly to that place. Recalling their earlier battle, the demon felt even more bitter. Despite being at level 4, it couldn't do much against the level 5 spiritual power of Fagent. Quickly issuing orders to the middle-aged man to leave, it sensed danger approaching. As they were about to leave the city, they suddenly heard a familiar sound. Both the man and the demon instinctively reacted, with Fagent standing atop a red street lamp, looking down with a hint of sadness. "So, you're the third grave robber who escaped from the princess's tomb, aren't you?" Fagent asked solemnly. Zolius was now extremely scared and wondered how he could find his way here. Unable to wait for Zolius to escape, Fagent quickly punched his position. Upon witnessing this attack, Zolius immediately adopted a fighting stance. The demon little also reacted, pointing towards Fagent. "Don't bully people too much. You think you can freely take lives and not face consequences? How arrogant. The hairpin in my hand can lead you to your quick death." The demon reached into its chest, seemingly intending to retrieve something. "Your intention is to obtain my spiritual essence. If that's the case, I'll fulfill your wish," the demon little declared. As predicted, the object it brought out was Lily's hairpin, which had helped it escape once before. The sinister aura emanating from the hairpin filled the sky. Subsequently, a dragon formed from dark energy appeared. The dragon roared. "You'll pay for it dearly." It directed its attack towards Fagent. "You. Today, I will make you wish for death." The demon unleashed its soul magic, but before a minute had passed, Fagent struck it, causing it to shudder in horror. "How? How could you break my soul magic?" it exclaimed incredulously. Despite this setback, the demon refused to give up. It commanded the black dragon to charge towards Fagent, aiming for a perfect strike. However, to its dismay, Fagent, now proficient in using spiritual energy, shattered the dragon with a single punch, demonstrating strength beyond that of a mere human. The demon, now transformed into a colossal figure, brandished the hairpin, preparing to strike as it did before. But Lily and Fagent were not to fall for the same trick twice. Fagent swiftly dealt a fatal blow to it. Understanding the situation, Lily immediately flew in to attack. Seeing Lily's hairpin, Fagent joyfully lunged forward to seize it, only to have his hand ensnared by the thick, black energy emitted by the demon. Despite Fagent's surprise, it seized the opportunity to counterattack, unleashing even more black energy. But just when it seemed like the tables had turned in its favor, Lily appeared out of nowhere, absorbing the energy and enjoying the taste of the viscous substance. Enraged, the demon lunged at Fagent and his hairpin, but Fagent was ready to defend himself. With a circular motion of his hand, empowered by Lily's guidance and the strength of the hairpin, Fagent was able to control the situation. The demon roared, transforming its hand into a colossal fist and readying itself to strike. However, Fagent was already prepared to send it to its demise. With a powerful blow, he caused the demon to dissipate entirely into the air. Even in its last moments, it lamented. Suddenly, the terrifying demon reverted back to its human form. Its small hands trembled in the air, tears streaming down its face as it cried out, "Mother! Where are you? Save me! I can't breathe underwater. It's so uncomfortable. I haven't found my mother yet. I don't want to die." Perhaps these were its final words, but they vanished into the air as Fagent gently touched it, transferring its burden away. Fagent suddenly felt a strange sensation in his head, fragments of memories. "Do you know what infanticide means?" he softly asked Lily. "It's when parents, mainly fathers, refuse to raise their newborns and instead choose to kill them with their own hands," Lily explained. "I saw some of its memories earlier. It was a baby drowned shortly after birth by its parents' own hands due to the desire for a better life. It harbors resentment and hatred for not being able to live in this world, hence transforming into the vengeful spirit, the reflection of its parents' actions." As he spoke, Fagent silently questioned himself. "So what about you, Lily? What obsession kept you lingering for over 1,000 years, persisting beside the princess's tomb, refusing to fade away? How long did your peace last before, out of nowhere, a dagger came straight at you, and with just 2 fingers, he managed to block that strike? The soul of the child you leaned on had already dispersed, yet you dared to raise your hand against me? I thought you had fled just now. As soon as I finished speaking, you used 2 fingers to snap the star-shaped object, causing Zolius to stagger backward." He quickly gathered his spirits. At this moment, he was not stable. His glasses slid down his forehead, revealing a frightened expression. "And yet, you killed it. I'm sure they'll find me, I'm surely dead now." Fagent grabbed his collar, pressing him against the nearby wall. Zolius was in a weaker position, showing signs of fear. "Don't kill me, I beg you, don't kill me," Fagent just wants to ask, just wants he to answer, starting the interrogation very effectively. "So now I ask you, you know that demon, where does it come from?" Zolius, of course, answered truthfully again. "Half a year ago, I often went to the usual place, Black Devil, to listen for news. He said there was a big order he wanted to give me. At that time, I was short of money, and the price. That mission paid sky high, so I called 2 more people to take this order together." Fagent glared and asked again, "Black Devil? Who is he?" "He is someone who sells information in our industry. He has a very extensive network of information. It seems he represents a great power, a very large one. He knows many places with valuable things to steal. I have received many jobs through him. That order required us to go to Princess Tomb for something, but he didn't say what it was. He gave me an old jar, saying that it could only be opened at Princess Tomb to find out what we needed to dig up. When I returned, out of curiosity about what was inside, before going to the tomb, I opened it in a hotel. To my surprise, a demon crawled out. It was terrifying. It tortured me all night. It even stabbed me through. It controlled my consciousness until I woke up. Me and my 2 friends went to the princess's tomb. When we got there, for some reason, it removed all the controls on me and then crawled to the ground. This was a good opportunity to escape from it. I recounted everything to you, intending to escape, but it grabbed a hairpin from under the ground, climbed onto me, and at the same time, many ghostly images emerged from everywhere attacking us. I didn't want to die, I only promised it to help it hunt for prey. That's when it let me go, but my two friends were dragged into the deep forest. When I saw them again, they were crazy, appearing in the news again. It forced me to kill people. It said if I cooperated with it, it would give me a lot of money and help me escape the police pursuit. If I don't help it hunt for prey, it will kill me. I can only cooperate with it. I want to live, Zolius exclaimed in frustration, tears streaming down his face. I have to earn money to treat my seriously ill son, my son is still waiting for me, I can't die. These words made Fagent even more uncomfortable. The one who took it around to kill people, he's the accomplice. He said he couldn't die, so what about the people he killed? They also have their children, their loved ones. Now their loved ones suffer even more than him 100,000 times, Zolius groaned in pain, kneeling down and begging Fagent. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Don't kill me, don't hand me over to the police, he sobbed, tears streaming down. I admit I made a mistake, I can't forgive myself. I've harmed so many families, so many people. But my son is suffering from a serious illness. I have to earn money to treat him. My son's mother has passed away. He only has me left. I've caused so much trouble, but now all I can do is cry and beg for forgiveness. Fagent, furious, grabbed his collar and preached, it's not about apologizing to me. The ones you have to apologize to are the ones who lost their sons, husbands, and fathers. Do you understand? You don't have time to sympathize with this scum. Fagent then asked the final question, where is Black Demon now? How do they usually contact you? Zolius, truthfully answering each of Fagent's questions, replied, Black Demon is always very mysterious, with no fixed abode. He usually assigns tasks through the internet. We deliver the goods to the designated location, and then the money will be transferred to overseas accounts. When he needs us, he will actively come to find us, so we don't know where he is now. This seems difficult, Fagent immediately demanded, give me your phone. After taking his phone, he quickly stored his contact information and then threw it back to him. I'm Fagent. This is my contact information. If Black Demon shows up next time, contact me immediately. Do you understand? Seeing Fagent intending to leave without pursuing further, Zolius suspected, are you letting me go? Why not call the police to arrest me? Fagent replied, without the help of that demon, you will be caught soon. Before that, if you want to save your son, quickly atone for your sins to the families of the victims. That demon wouldn't give you money to treat your son, would it? Zolius collapsed to the ground. Thank you, I know what to do now. If the boy recovers, tell the kid to walk on the right path and not follow in your footsteps anymore. Fagent immediately left. Watching him leave, Zolius' gaze followed him figure. He smiled slightly. Thank you. After I finish what I have to do, I'll turn myself in, he murmured. Then he turned to Lily. Little Kwong, do you think my approach was correct? Although he had his own suffering, he has harmed many people. I don't want his son to end up like him. Observing Lily's thoughtful expression, Fagent decided not to press her for an answer. She appeared cheerful as usual. Well, since the decision has been made, don't think about it anymore. Darling, became stronger in such a short time. That demon was so powerful, yet you managed to defeat it. And helping little Lily find his hairpin, you did very well, she said. Alright, I know. Let's not think about it anymore. Let's go home, she said, excitedly. Let's go home, thinking too much is useless. No matter who's behind it, the fact that we found the hairpin has ruined their plan. While walking, Fagent suddenly stopped, causing the person behind her to bump into her head, leaving a wound on her forehead. Are you okay? Fagent held Lily's hairpin. Without hesitation, Lily asked, Darling, do you want to set my hair for me? With such a cute request, Fagent couldn't find a reason to refuse. Fagent installed a hairpin for her, partly restoring Lily's memories. Before her eyes was a handsome general no less than Fagent. The general said, This hairpin suits you very well, you are very beautiful. Unconscious memories rushed back, tears streaming down Lily's face. Lily looked at the imposing figure, feeling touched and teary-eyed after retrieving the hairpin. The hairpin had helped Lily regain some of her strength, emitting a powerful aura that even tore apart her clothes. Fagent exclaimed loudly, "What set is this? Don't do this, your clothes are all torn because of you." As he finished speaking, Lily had already put on a new outfit, resembling a true princess. The spiritual energy within her increased, affecting Fagent in the same way. A surge of energy from Lily flowed into Fagent's body, making him feel even stronger than before. The intense spiritual energy felt like it was burning him up. As the main character, he released a powerful surge of energy that seemed to reach the sky, leaving the others shuddering in fear. The spiritual energy on the other side was so strong that it felt unsettlingly different. "Let's finish dealing with these demons first," the girl quickly handled the demon in front of her. "All right." With just a few moves, all the demons were defeated. The scene transitioned to a high-rise building in the city. They also witnessed the strong aura of Fagent. The hunter who had intervened muttered, "This is... Master, why is there such a strong presence here? What's going on over there?" "I think I forgot my little experiment," replied the regular guy. "Well, we need to investigate who intervened. If the professor asks, we won't know what to report." "Forget it, we won't gain anything by asking," said the person behind them. "Let's just deal with it." "Yes, boss. Please don't kill me. I'll tell you everything, I've told you everything already. You said you'd let me go." After disposing of the person, they accidentally dropped a cigarette on the ground before moving to another place. The police chief also noticed the spiritual energy and muttered, "Oh, this must be Fagent's doing. What's happening over there? Is everything okay? I think I forgot my little royal toy. You go back and rest first." "Oh, okay. See you tomorrow at the police bureau, boss." After a while of absorbing spiritual energy, Fagent was sweating profusely. It was too dangerous just now. "I felt like I was about to explode," said Lily, hugging Fagent's neck. "Someone might come here." "Let's go quickly," Fagent nodded. Yeah, and they quickly flew home. The main character worriedly closed all the curtains and turned off the lights. That light was too high. "We won't make it to the newspaper tomorrow. No one will believe it," he said. "The spiritual energy has solidified. Otherwise, ordinary people wouldn't see it." "Why is the spiritual energy so strong this time?" Fagent asked. "Part of it is definitely absorbing your soul's power. Mostly it's probably my strength. My power is stored in my hair. The hair dual possesses 1/10 of my strength when I was at my strongest." Lily explains. "Is the strength strongest of Lily?" Fagent murmured, partly in awe. "Then, during the prosperous era, how strong will Lily be?" "Exactly. So, have your memories been restored? Do you remember anything?" Lily tried to remember more, but Fagent gently rubbed her head, saying, "Forget it, if you can't remember, then forget it. No matter what happens, I will always be by your side." A notification rang out. It was from the director, Tom. Fagent took out my phone to watch the video. "Our video is trending, it's hot now." "Let me see, wow, it's really hot. Just 3 hours after posting, it has 1 million views and the comments are soaring. This time it's truly hot, even hotter than the previous princess video." In Fagent's mind, thoughts about how much money could be made from fame flooded in. Being famous could lead to substantial earnings, advertisements, sponsorships, live streams promoting products, everything was possible. Soon after, Lily took Fagent into a space called consciousness. "These are a school of golden fish swimming around us. They both represent the fear power." "Darling has a lot of fear power," Lily informed. Then, he closed his eyes, and both of them seemed to be floating ethereally, without a shred of cloth on them, surrounded by the school of golden fish, transferring spiritual energy back into reality. Fagent felt a slight change in his body. This is the power of fear, probably born from that hot video. Fagent tightened his grip on her hand, feeling a surge of spiritual energy radiating from her, realizing that now, even without Luni's help, he can still control spiritual energy. Today is full of good things. The Soul Hunter, the mysterious police officer, Black Devil, the memories, and Lily lost her memories, and there's a mysterious organization at the princess's tomb. A whole new world is about. Fagent pondered, bringing all these thoughts into the exotic bathroom. It was more vivid and dangerous, but I've signed the pact, I can't turn back now. I must survive. In his sleep tonight, Fagent kept muttering. Lily worriedly touched Fagent's head. She is very happy now. Then, she used magic to make all her clothes disappear. She felt fulfilled, having waited for him for over 1,000 years. Finally, I've found you. At this moment, Fagent dreamt of childhood memories, a demon lurking in the darkness, a sudden gasoline explosion, engulfing the orphanage in flames, leaving nothing but ashes. At 6:05 a.m., the main character held 2 buns in his hands. Despite the many delicious options around, Fagent only cared about these buns. They're so soft and smooth. Definitely delicious. Fagent reminisced about the feeling from earlier. Is this real or a dream? I feel like it's real. The sight of Lily lying beside her startled Fagent. Get up, he screamed, throwing off the blanket and rushing out of bed. Lily was still sleepily asking Fagent, what are you doing? Why are you screaming? At this moment, her beautiful body was revealed, making Fagent nosebleed. What's going on? Lily, confused, asked what happened. Fagent ran to get tissues while Lily stood there, baffled. Put your clothes on and go. Lily, now dressed, emitted a green aura. I am ready, she said. Fagent asked in surprise, how can you stand in the sunlight without fear? Because my power has partially returned, she replied. This is different from before. The long dress was inconvenient. Now, I can go out during the day. Is Luni not a spiritual entity but rather a presence in some form? He pondered. At 7:41 a.m., Fagent received a call from director Tom. Our video has become a top hot search. Advertisers are contacting us. Some advertisers want to place ads in the next video. It'll cost thousands. Don't rush to reply. We're still newcomers. Just 2 videos, and we've already lost the fans' favor. You have experience running an account. It has 20,000 followers. But you ask what is the purpose of this? Fagent said. I will do the video shooting and content creation and you guys will do the video editing and commissioning. Then scale and work together to make this account bigger and get a great opportunity. Director Tom happily exclaimed. The opportunity to collaborate with Director Tom brought great joy, but he also expressed some concerns. We're just a small studio relying on your current popularity and prospects, Fagent said, cutting across Director Tom's words. No worries, I've been quite pleased with our previous collaborations. Besides, I have a pretty good impression of the people in your studio. Director Tom happily thanked him, then added, regarding the split, we'll take 20%. No, can we just have 10%? Tom asked. If that's possible, I'll send over the contract. I trust you, Fagent replied gratefully, recalling Tom's assistance during tough times. I was turned down by many companies with quotes of $1,000. You were the only ones who responded, showing me respect and offering meticulous service. I always want to thank you, Fagent continued, feeling touched. We should strive to satisfy our customers, said Tom. You can count on us to manage this account well. I'll send the contract over later, I have other matters to attend to, Tom said before leaving. This account has been assigned to you guys. Fagent watches the video and thinks so. Also, I don't know how much little Lily can recover from this viral video. Fagent looks at Lily. Has yesterday's fear been enough? Can you recover your power? First, we meet at the princess's grave. It will take a while before a complete recovery. So how much is missing? Little Lily conjures a sphere of spiritual power and says, I guess this is enough for my prosperous period. In it, the recovery part is only a very small portion. Still a lot is missing. So what now? Are you sure you can defeat the monster at high school? Yeah, definitely. Little Lily is confident that she will win. This makes Fagent pleased. So let's have a meal first and rest to gather enough spirits. We'll set off back to high school tonight. Waiting for the moon to rise high, Fagent and Lily finally set off. Little Lily is ready, let's go. Before finishing the sentence, Lily pulls him away and flies. Perhaps the delicious food at high school has made Lily extremely excited. At this time, there are two guys, Carl and Mao, lurking in front of school gate. Do we really have to come here to shoot a video? You probably saw the top trending video already. The place he shot is right here. This is definitely an opportunity not to be missed. Mao gets a hit on the head from Carl. But, are there demons in there? Mao Tin explains, there are demons, that beep. Of course, it is surely synthesized with software and shot with various techniques. Scary videos like this are all over the internet now. You don't really think there are demons, do you, huh? Unexpectedly, a hand reaches out from behind and scares the two almost to wet their pants. Haven't we agreed to meet at the high school gate? The two cowards, scared, run home. Carl trembles as he goes, don't talk about the deserted and eerie surroundings until night, please. Mao is quick-witted, saying, boss, everything is not ready yet. Editing videos and special effects are not really good. This time we didn't prepare anything. Can't compare to them. What can we shoot here? Lamp takes out a notebook and a pen. What do you think about the video title, Secrets of High School Horror Videos Revealed? How's the actual situation at high school? Excellent, Boss Masterful is indeed the most knowledgeable among us. Let's set off immediately. Mao, with a pale face, pulls Lamp's shoulder and says, wait, listen carefully, it seems like there's a sound behind. Seeing the faint image of Lily and Fagent, the other two shout, demon, and run behind Lamp. Get down from me quickly. The two men are not as brave as a girl like me. Late at night in the deserted area, suddenly appearing is not a demon, then what is it? I apologize to my two friends. Quite timid, are you guys living here? Who are you? I'm Carl. Scratching his head, he introduces, we are video bloggers who came here to explore high school for our hot list, mainly to see if we can shoot any interesting videos. I'm Carl. Hi, I'm Mao, Carl's assistant. And I'm Lamp, their childhood friend. Currently working at a live stream company, mainly exploring outdoor cuisine and eating. Mao takes a quick look and recognizes, oh, aren't you Fagent? Carl, with a tense expression, asks, who is Fagent? That's the name of the person in the video exploring the hottest school right now. Listen to this, Lamp's eyes brighten, stepping forward to introduce himself. Oh, you shot that video so well. I've followed you. Can you sign for me? Didn't expect to meet you guys. Right, this sister also appeared in the video. Are you two a couple? Hearing this question, little Lily looks at Fagent seriously. Yes, Fagent signs and answers, she is my wife. If you want to live stream or shoot videos at high school, I advise you to come tomorrow morning. Why? This place doesn't belong to you, so you don't allow others to shoot here? This place indeed has demons, I'm not kidding. Although it's convenient to come at night, you may encounter life-threatening danger. Humph, don't think we can't see through it. Your videos are all special effects, there are no real demons. If there is really danger, how did you come out last time, and why do you want to come in again this time to shoot a video? Saying that is scary, we just want to catch the heat of your video, right? If you don't want to die, go home quickly. What I said is true. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. Fagent and Lily fly inside in an instant. Mao looks after them muttering, the wind just now was strange. They went in. Could it be that this time they came here to shoot the next part of the high school video? That's right, if they come to shoot the next part and we secretly follow them, filming scenes at the scene and posting the video, wouldn't that be hot? Or let it go. Fagent just said it's dangerous. There might be real monsters inside. Besides, disturbing others shooting videos is not good. While the other two are arguing, Lamp has run quickly to the gate. Don't hesitate. Just at the right time, I'm curious. How do they shoot videos? I have to go see. And so, all three step into the border of the high school gate. As for Fagent's side, hoping they listen and leave. In a while, there may not be enough strength to protect them in a fight. In the room, Fagent handed the phone to Lily, who started recording. As Fagent climbed the stairs, he began telling the story, my current location is still in high school. 3 days ago, I encountered an unknown monster here. After being forced to retreat by it, I had no choice but to withdraw. However, Layla's spirit is still trapped in this school, waiting for me to rescue her. So, at this moment, Fagent has reached the principal's office. The young man kicks the door open. I'm back. Looking around the room and seeing nothing, Fagent immediately asks little Lily with his thoughts, how is it? Where is it? Little Lily points to the comb on the table. Fagent continues the story, I guess this comb is Layla's spiritual anchor. We can find. Before Fagent could finish his sentence, the demon appeared. You dare to come back? If you've come, don't think of leaving. I have arranged the boundary, you cannot escape. The demon shouts. Humph, nothing new. Fagent throws a punch towards the demon. It trembles, astonished, how can you become so much stronger in just a few days? Did you hide your true power before? Are you a soul hunter? Fagent replies, I didn't become stronger, it's just that you, a weak fat demon, underestimated me. You are too weak. Mocked, the demon angrily shouts, damn you for mocking me. It begins to transform into a giant robotic shape. Do you think you can defeat me like this? Don't celebrate too soon. The battle has just begun. No one can separate me and Layla. No one, even if you are a soul hunter. Fagent begins to be surrounded by the demon's ghostly threads, slightly concerned. Is this the demon's soul technique? Outside, Carl's group starts recording. Hello everyone. I'm Carl, and the location we're in is the entrance to the teaching building of the high school. Probably, everyone has heard the stories about this high school. Today, we're here because... Before Carl could finish, a scream echoes. You dare to return, human. A voice comes from above. Something is falling. Carl panics. That's Fagent, the idol. Lamp, seeing it, turns pale and exclaims, damn, it's the 5-story building. If he falls, he's dead for sure. Quick as lightning, little Lily rushes after and tightly embraces Fagent. Lamp's group sees this, with a few question marks appearing above their heads. Mao says to Carl, Carl. I didn't blink. Did they just fly up? Carl, somewhat alarmed, then reassures himself, it's a cable. They must have used a cable. A demon jumps down in front of them, causing the ground to crack into pieces wherever it steps. Wherever the demon goes, gusts of strong wind appear. Mao shouts, this can't be a cable. Lamp grabs Mao and Carl, pulling them away. What are you still recording? Are you stupid? Hurry and run. Today, no one can escape. Daring to touch my Layla, I want you all to die. The demon immediately creates a boundary covering the entire school, trapping everyone inside. It seems we can't get out. What kind of demon is this? Let me see, I don't believe we can't get out. Carl doesn't believe it, sticks his head into the boundary, and immediately gets thrown backward. Only then does he believe, today, we have to die here, If only he had listened to what the guy said earlier. Now saying these words, what's the use? I hope he can defeat this monster. Fagent thinks to himself, this guy's power is too formidable, lightning fast. The demon is now in front of Fagent. Let's see how many times you can escape from dangerous situations. Fagent calls his wife, little Lily, who immediately transforms into countless strands of spiritual threads, aiming at the demon and rushing in. Before the punch arrives, the demon is completely dazzled. With his wife's help, the protagonist tilts his shoulder arrogantly, saying, come and kill me. Am I not right in front of you? The helpless demon screams, hateful. Let me go. The protagonist walks up and pats its head, demon. Do you think I'm stupid? Let you go? Letting you go is no different from letting a mad dog bite me. You're so discreet that you dare not reveal your true face. If I guess correctly, you're probably the last acting principal of the high school who committed suicide in that principal's office, right? The protagonist points at the demon while speaking. Did you harm Layla to death? No, it wasn't me, I didn't want to kill her. If she hadn't run away at that time, I wouldn't have laid a hand on her. Right, all because of her. You can't blame me. Why did she want to run away? Staying by my side wasn't good? It's all her fault. The acting principal blames Layla for everything. Fagent is furious, punches him hard. She's still so young, you could be her father's age. She had a whole beautiful life ahead, and you took it away so early? Shut up, please don't say any more. Where is Layla? Speak, and I'll let you die quickly. Everything has come to this point, but the monstrous headmaster still holds Layla close. Do you want to take Layla away? Forget it. I won't let you take her. Absolutely not, the frenzied monstrous headmaster shouted. The chains snapped apart, and his eyes filled with malice. Little Lily reminded Fagent, cautious. The monstrous headmaster lunged, grabbing and dragging Fagent towards the wall. Boom! A loud explosion sent everything flying. The monstrous headmaster emitted some kind of dark magic. Little Lily, what just happened? Fagent asked with a serious expression. I don't know, it seems like a sudden power-up. The monstrous headmaster's hands crawled on the ground like a wild beast stalking its prey. No one can separate me and Layla. No one at all. His electric currents became stronger. Darn it. He just leveled up, darn it. Was I too arrogant just now? Little Lily released some chains to attack the monstrous headmaster and grabbed her husband's hand, running away. The chains had no effect on him anymore. Little Lily was blocked by the monstrous headmaster, who then laughed loudly and released electric currents. Fagent rushed forward to protect his wife but was thrown meters away, crashing into a wall. Darling, are you okay? Lily asked worriedly. Yeah, I'm fine, Fagent replied, coughing a bit. I'm okay, escape into my body, the defense range may be smaller. Little Lily immediately hid within Fagent. The main character ran away with all his might. They needed to think of a solution. The monstrous headmaster said, I want you to stay here forever. His entire body emitted electric currents like thunder, targeting Fagent. Fagent struggled to dodge, finally managing to reach the principal's office. The surroundings were sealed off by the monstrous headmaster's electric field. If there was any chance to break through, it had to be there. Now, the monstrous headmaster released electric currents. It wasn't good, there was no way to escape. But stopping now offered no opportunity to charge forward. After some contemplation, Fagent decided to take the risk. The main character rushed out, flying through the electric field created by the monstrous headmaster's currents. The currents collided with the spiritual energy on Fagent's body, creating loud explosions. Too dangerous. Luckily, he managed to escape. Taking advantage of this opportunity, he looked for Layla. Layla only appeared in the principal's office whenever he touched the comb. So, she must be there. After thinking, the main character flew onto the roof and headed towards the principal's office. Upon entering, the monstrous headmaster immediately spotted him. You can't escape. Not only you, but the 3 people outside and the woman inside, you will all die here. No one can disturb my life with Layla, no one. Approaching a force field, Fagent spoke to him, Layla, if I guess correctly, she must be hidden here, right? Caught off guard, the monstrous headmaster remained silent. Seeing Fagent raising his hand to strike the comb, he rushed forward, yelling loudly. Layla disappeared, last seen in the principal's office, the place where I first encountered her soul. There must be a hidden secret space within the principal's office. Being guessed by you, so what? The monstrous headmaster said, no way. I'll let you in, and you'll die. The monstrous headmaster crazily charged at Fagent. Little Lily flew up to help Fagent. Darling, be careful. The power of those electric currents can break through all the spiritual energy that Little Lily creates. He concentrated his energy in his hands, creating an electric sphere and shouted. The sphere targeted Little Lily and Fagent, causing a horrifying explosion that made the monstrous headmaster think they were both dead. He sneered for a while, then suddenly heard a noise. Fagent carried his wife out of the fire. At the same time, the main character discovered a hidden space where Layla was imprisoned. Layla was bound by chains. Seeing Fagent and Little Lily entering, Layla joyfully shouted, Fagent? The main character. Flying to rescue Layla. Little Lily seemed to keep an eye on the monstrous headmaster. I said I would help you, so I'm here. Fagent broke the chains on Layla's hands and lifted her. The monstrous headmaster, seeing this, shouted, "Stop, give Layla back to me. I came today to defeat you and then take Layla away. Layla, if you want to leave me, then die. Stay here forever." But Layla refused and hid behind Fagent. The monstrous headmaster, furious, unleashed a powerful shockwave. Outside, the group of three, Carl, Mao, and Lamp, wondered why there was no movement. Who was the winner? If Fagent won, that would be fortunate. If the monstrous headmaster won, they would die. They looked inside, noticing something flowing out, a colored liquid containing dark aura heads towards them, making it difficult for Lam Hone's group to breathe. They groaned and fainted. Layla can't be separated from you, none of us can. If she wants to leave me, then she must die. Stay here forever. Sensing something unusual, little Lily immediately told Fagent, "There's something strange in this black bone curtain. It seems like there's a spell draining our strength. We have to quickly figure out how to escape this. In difficulty lies wisdom." Layla, being with him for so many years, surely knew the weakness of the monstrous headmaster. Fagent turned to Layla and asked, "Do you know his weakness?" "His weakness is his chest," Layla replied. Now, even without the protection of spiritual power and armor, it was almost impossible to overcome the shockwave spheres around him. For the survival of all three, Fagent was forced to take a risk. Fagent recalled the feeling of rushing to save little Lily earlier. "No, I can do it. Just need enough speed, just need to capture the same feeling as before. Yes, this feeling. This is my soul technique." Seeing Fagent rushing in, the monstrous headmaster began to control the electric spheres around him. He arrogantly exclaimed, "If you're seeking death, let's see who dies first." As he spoke, a stream of spiritual energy from the main character pierced through the chest of the monstrous headmaster. His eyes widened, blood spraying out, and the remaining electric currents quickly exploded, destroying the monstrous headmaster's body. At this moment, there was an empty hole in the middle of his chest. In this moment, memories of a happy family resurfaced. He silently murmured, "Isla, don't leave your father. It's all my fault." The monstrous headmaster raised his hand towards Layla with a remorseful expression. "Layla, I'm sorry," and then he slowly disappeared. After so much hardship, little Lily finally had a delicious meal. Fagent also absorbed a considerable amount of spiritual energy. After absorbing it, Fagent began to sense the memories of the monstrous headmaster. It seemed like someone else was controlling him. Originally, the monstrous headmaster had a happy family, a cute daughter and a gentle wife. Isla, that was his daughter's name. An accident 15 years ago, his wife and daughter died in front of him. But when he was in despair, someone approached him, enticing and manipulating him by disrupting his consciousness, devising an evil plan. They claimed that he could resurrect his daughter. Fagent pointed towards Layla, saying, "She is the vessel he used to resurrect his daughter." But his plan failed, and those people deceived him. When he realized the truth, it was too late. He could only be trapped here, with Layla as a demonized spirit. In fact, after those earlier attacks, he genuinely began to treat her like his daughter. But a series of attacks made him go insane, unable to control his emotions, and increasingly possessive. "You guys are my saviors," Layla thanked. "No need to call me a savior, just call me by my name. I'm Fagent." Layla felt sorrowful, and her body began to dissolve. "Layla, what's happening?" "I'm sorry," Fagent seemed to witness her immediate dissolution. In reality, she didn't have strong resentment energy to survive for long. It was the monstrous headmaster's soul power that had been supporting her. Now that she disappeared, it seemed that the soul power in her body couldn't resist anymore. "Fagent, don't worry. Helping me escape is also my wish. Although I'm a bit reluctant and really want to see this beautiful world, at least I won't be controlled by others to harm people anymore. Little Lily, is there any way in this situation? She needs something to connect with her and use a large amount of spiritual power to protect her soul." Fagent immediately remembered the comb. The comb still hasn't been effective. Why doesn't it work? Layla, feeling dejected, spoke her final words, thanking Fagent. Fagent, it's okay. See you in the next life, if there's a next life. Before Layla could finish her sentence, her body completely dissipated. Fagent screamed in helplessness, no. A man's tears have fallen. I'm sorry, Layla. I broke my promise. I said I would save you.